Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. Could you please just confirm that you hear me clearly? Okay, thank you very much. All right. So let me share my screen. Could you please confirm that my screen as well, please? Okay. You can see my screen, right? All right. Okay, sure, sure. Thank you very much. My name is Yusuf Shalabi. I'm from College of Graduate Studies. Today we have two sessions. The first one will be about how to format your thesis or dissertation file, just to prepare it uh, for the submission, for to get the approval and to start the graduation process. And today as well, we have another session about how to use the referencing tools. We have two tools today. The first one is the online Endnote tool, and the second one is Mendeley. But the next session will start at 8:30. So we may start with thesis formatting presentation first, and I will take you through the steps of graduation process after doing your or holding your defense. So, without further delay, we may start now. You already confirmed that you can see my screen and hear my voice clearly. Please, if you have any question, post it in the chat section. So my presentation today will include how to actually select your template, the appropriate template for your file. I mean, if you are a master student, you will have a different template than the PhD student. Um, Again, how to format your file, then holding your defense, and then submission of the file to CGS for the review and final approval. After that, CGS will send your file to the printing office where you can get the hard copies and distribute them so that you can receive your certificate. So this is basically the graduation process. So the first thing is to select the right template for your thesis or dissertation. As you know, we have different colleges, and each college has a different template, especially the cover pages are different from other colleges. So let me show you how to get this template. Basically, you get it from the CGS website. As you can see, let me just um, I will post the link for this website, for CGS websites, where you can find these templates in the chat box. In the chat box, I mean, you can bookmark it or you can save it for your reference. I think it's available now to everyone. Once you select or once you click on this link, it will take you automatically to this screen, but it may ask you to sign in first with your credentials, just your username and password, the ones that you have received from the university. So once you sign in, you will be directed to this screen. As you can see here, you will find many useful things for your graduation. And the most important thing here for our presentation today is a template where you can actually download the appropriate template for your file. So basically, if you are a master student, you have one of few options here. The first one, this is a master thesis template in English, and the other one, the master thesis template in Arabic if you are studying in the Arabic language. And also there is the template for students who use LaTeX, but maybe we are still actually working on it, so many updates can be applied to this template. So okay, so basically this is the template for master students. For the PhD student, actually you can select this template, doctoral dissertation template, if you are in the monograph track, or you can select the article-based dissertation template if you are following the article-based track. And I will tell you the difference between these two types in a few moments, okay? The last option here is the Arabic template for doctoral students or PhD students who study in the Arabic language, such as College of Law. Okay. Finally, also there is the dual degree program templates. If some of students are doing their PhD in collaboration with other universities, so they have to select this or to download this template in order to format their file uh, in appropriate way. Okay, so this is straightforward, I think. And for the cover pages, here is the different cover pages according to the college. So, for example, College of Education, College of Engineering, College of Medicine, College of Science, College of Law, all of these cover pages differs according to the college. So basically, if you are in medicine, you just uh, download CMHS front and back cover pages. If you are in College of Science, you have to select this option, College of Engineering, and so on. This is for the master students. Again, this is for the PhD student. I think it's very straightforward. As well, if you are PhD student in College of Medicine, just select the College of CMHS. If you are in College of Education, you have to select this option, and so on. Okay, so this page basically enables you and saves you a lot of time for the formatting. And I will highlight in a moment how important this template for your dissertation. So basically, this is how you can select the appropriate template. Now, I may just um, tell you the difference between the two tracks for PhD students. As I mentioned earlier, some students follow the monograph track here, as you can see, and the others follow the article-based track. So basically, as you can see, the monograph track, you have to format your thesis, or you have to include all of these sections in your thesis, or I mean in your dissertation. So the first thing you have to include an introduction, then followed by the methods section, then results, discussion, and conclusion. And I think this is a typical way of writing your dissertation. However, some students they publish 3 articles as a first author, and they have the option to actually follow the article-based track instead of the monograph track. And they don't have to write all or to include all of these sections in their file, I mean their dissertation, but only they should include general introduction and discussion, and then they should include all the three articles that have been published online in their file. They just copy and paste, or they just attach the PDF files, I mean, in their file without writing the methods or the results again. Okay, this is the difference between the monograph and article based. So, what are the criteria for article based track? Actually, you need to publish 3 research article, not review article, and you need to be the first author in the 3 articles. And actually, the 3 articles should address the same problem. I mean, if you are concerned with a specific field, all of the 3 articles should be cohesive and address the same problem, not in different fields. Then you hold your defense. Once you conduct your defense, you just, as I mentioned, you just write a general introduction with a discussion and a conclusion. Then you attach the 3 articles with your file, and that's it. You don't need to write the methods, the results, and the traditional sections for the monograph track. Okay, that's clear, right? So if anyone has a question up till here, please just write your question in the chat box. Do the templates change every semester? Not necessarily every semester, but sometimes some updates are applied to the templates. But again, once you are about to graduate, go to this website and then download the most updated version of the template. I mean, it's not necessary to be updated every semester. Sometimes we update it yearly or every once in 2 years, I mean. Okay. Um, I just joined. This meeting will cover the latex template. Actually, there is a latex template here, but still, I believe it's not ready yet. But again, if you have any problem using it, you can visit our office in the main campus, F3 building, first floor. CGS office, you can go and seek some help from assistants there. Okay. Can the presentation be shared for reference? What presentation? You mean my presentation that I'm presenting it now? This one? I mean, there is nothing important with this presentation, but I mean, the whole record, you can just send me an email and I can send you the link for this record, and you can see it later if you want. It's fine. Okay. But nothing special with the presentation. I mean, I'm just following the. This presentation has been presented many times, and I think it's available on the YouTube channel. It's called under the name UAEU channel. Okay, on the YouTube. Okay, so basically, I'm just like I posted the link for the templates where you can find the templates. I think it's now very clear for everyone. So basically, this is a thesis formatting process. The first thing is to select your template, then you have to follow the guidelines available on the CGS website as well. I can show it to you. Just a second here. As you can see on the left panel here, there is two links for the CGS calendar. This is very important for the deadlines by when actually you need to submit your thesis for the review to CGS. Okay. And let me show you the guidelines. I think here, if you selected this or you pressed on this link, students, just a moment, it will pop up now with a new window. Um, yeah, here, guidelines. Yes, this is the CGS checklist. Okay, if I open that, you need to read all of these guidelines. Okay, so for example, the font is Times New Roman. I mean, the font type and the size should be 13. I will discuss this in details as well when I go through the template. Okay, but I mean, you need to follow all of these guidelines and to fulfill each point and to check these points. Then you sign it, sign this paper, and to send it with your file that you, I mean, as you are confirming that you have checked everything and your file is ready for the review process. Okay. So this is basically where you can find the guidelines. Okay. Then after that, I mean, you can attend some workshops. I mean, these workshops now are mandatory for everyone to attend at least one workshop before his or her graduation, just to make sure that he or she is able to format the file appropriately. Okay. So if you need extra help, again, you can visit the CGS office in the main campus. Basically, the location is in building F3, first floor, room 112. And working days are from Monday to Thursday from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. and from Friday, and I mean on Friday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Okay, now you have to mark your calendar. And again, if you went back here to CGS website, again, I sent you, I mean, this link for this page. I will post it again here. Let me, yeah. Again, I posted the link for this website for CGS to find the calendar, the template, and the guidelines as well. Many things, many helpful links here. You can check all of them and download whatever you want. Okay. So basically, this is the calendar for the graduate students. So basically, you have to know the deadline by which you need to submit your thesis to the CGS in order to graduate within the expected time. I mean, if you delay your thesis submission or dissertation, your graduation may be delayed as well. So basically, now I think in April. So basically, you need to read all of these important deadlines. And if you are expected to graduate in the summer, I mean, you need as well to submit your thesis to the CGS. Uh, Here, deadline for submitting pitches. No, this is not done. So see here, for example, 19th of May, this is a deadline for students graduating in spring 2025 to submit their bound thesis or dissertation and apply for the clearance on e-service. And as you can see, you can just have a look over all of these deadlines because they are so important. And by the way, the calendar is uh, continuously, I mean. All right. So, any questions till now? Everything is clear? Okay. So, what actually do you need to submit for CGS to start the review process? Three things. The first one is your thesis or dissertation file plus the cover pages. These should be actually checked by your supervisor, and he or she is okay to submit your file to CGS to start the review process. Then you should submit, along with this file, you should submit the signed checklist, the one that I have showed you earlier. This is just to confirm that you have read everything and you are ready to start the review process, as well the form to release. This form to release, it's like your profile, I mean your name, ID, and which college you are in, and whether you need an embargo form or no embargo form. All of these three files should be submitted to this email address, thesis@uaeu.ac.ae. Whether you are a PhD or you are master student, you need to submit those three files to CGS. Okay, so basically this is the thesis. This is like an example. Yeah, I mean, to the thesis or to the dissertation file. This is a form to release. I mean, it's you just fill in your name, student ID, email, mobile, all of these details. Then this is a checklist. So you have to submit the three things to this email shown to you. Okay. And again, all of these forms are available on the website. The link has been sent to you in the chat box. Okay. So basically, after the submission, the CGS review process starts, by which actually an assistant will be assigned for the review of your thesis or dissertation file. I mean, you will just know and email address, and you will be contacted by the assistant who will be responsible for the review process of your file. And the first reviewed draft will be sent to the student within 3 working days. I mean, if your file looks good and no mistakes, no missing points or missed formatting, I think you can receive your file within 3 working days. And after that, you will be asked to address the comments attached to your file if there are any. If no comments, then the review process will end here, and then your file will be sent for the approval needed by the deans. I mean, your college, the dean of your college, then the dean of CGS. After that, after I mean the signature, or after you collect this, I mean not you, I mean CGS will send your file to the deans, and after the approval of the dean, CGS again will send your file to the printing office. Then you will receive a quotation. I mean, if you are a master student, you need to print 4 copies, hard copies of your file. And if you are a PhD student, you need to print at least 5 hard copies. So according to that, you will receive a quotation. You can print more if you want, but this is the minimum required by CGS. So you will receive a quotation, and then you can make the payment. You can transfer the money to the printing office. After that, I think within 3 working days, again, you can or claim your hard copies, and after that, you use your copies and apply for a clearance from the system. Basically, you distribute your copies to CGS and your supervisor, along with the dean of your college. Okay, and you keep one copy for yourself. So basically, this is a review process. So now let me show you the template and the cover pages as well. Just 1 second. Is this someone is asking? Is this timeline the same for summer semester? Yes, it's the same. If you mean the timeline for the review process, yeah. Okay. One other student asked. Just 1 second. I want to know if master in genetic counseling students are supposed to publish 3 articles as well. I mean, this is for the PhD students, okay? And it's an option, it's not mandatory. So, PhD students actually have one of 2 options: the monograph track or the article based track. And I already explained the difference between them. For the master students, they only have one option, which is a monograph. I don't think it's mandatory for you to publish 3 articles. So it's not mandatory. Okay. Okay. So now I will just have an overview on this cover page, just to guide you how to format the thesis file. Okay, so basically, this is the cover page, how it looks like. So you don't need to change anything here except the year of graduation, along with the department name. I mean, the official name of your department. Again, this is only for master students, but for the PhD students, they need to remove this section. I mean, they don't need to do that actually if they are using their right template. They will not find this department section. I mean, okay. So this is for the master. I mean, there is no much difference between the template for PhD students and master students, except for the department name and like the word thesis will be replaced by dissertation, and only like minor changes you can apply easily. But again, you don't need to worry about that if you are using the appropriate template as per your program and your college. Okay, so basically, this is a cover page for College of Engineering. Again, you just replace this part with your right and correct name. And again, on the CGS website, you can find this document, which called official degree titles and department names. Okay, so basically, you can find here your college, your like the accurate name for your program and for your department. So, for example, if you are doing a master's degree in College of Law, then you can select Department of Public Law or Private Law. Okay, and the same if you are doing in medicine, engineering, information technology, whatever the college you are in. Okay, I mean you need to check the right name for the master or your PhD degree as well the department name. Okay, you can find this on the CGS website. Okay, so basically you will replace this department name by the corresponding name. Then you can here write the title of your file, I mean your dissertation or master's degree. Sorry, your master's uh, title here, okay, or your PhD. If you are using the PhD template, then you will find again the title, but you need to write it down in upper cases. I mean, all of the letters should be capitalized. So basically, if you are, for example, uh, type that as in low cases like that, then you will receive a comment on that. Okay. So basically, the assistant will write a comment, please um, capitalize the letters. Okay. So this is an example. Okay. Again, here you just replace this name with your name as it appears on the transcript. Again, each the beginning of each word should be capitalized. Okay. But not all of the letters. So you need to stick to the formatting applied here in the template. Otherwise, you will receive some comments on that. Then you just need to remove this. This is only for your guidance, and you need to replace this image with a photo or diagram, flowchart, whatever you want, just to represent the idea behind your research. Okay. And this again, this is a thesis defense month or and year. Basically, you just write down your graduation year with and the month. Only the year and month. No need for the day. Okay, but if you again wrote down, for example, 12th of January, again you will receive a comment just to remove this. Okay. I hope this is clear for you. Uh, this is a front cover page, and the color of the cover page, I already mentioned that differs according to the college, okay? But the same details will be in all cover pages. I mean, the title, the name, department name, this is only for master's students. For the back cover page, again, you need to just replace the year of graduation, okay? And don't write anything in this part. I mean, leave it as it is, because actually CGS will assign a number for the file according to their records, okay? And then you need here to write a brief description about your thesis or your dissertation. And again, here you just need to mention the details about the degrees that have been received from previous colleges or universities. As it's written here, you just type down your name and you just replace this. If you are a master's student, you got Master of Science and not in engineering, just in medicine from Department of, for example, Biochemistry College of Medicine at UAE University. But here there is a mistake. Actually, no, it's not a mistake. For regarding the UAE university or the name of the university, you need just to write it down as UAEU like that. Okay, because this is applied for all of the students should write the abbreviation appropriately, like UAEU, like that, or UAE. Uh, I mean, not UAE, United Arab Emirates, the full name, United Arab Emirates University. Okay. Okay. So you have to stick to that. I mean, if you wrote other than this, you will receive a comment on that. Okay. Also, you write the country from which you got your degree. I mean, if you are a PhD student, you have to write here your master's, then your bachelor degree. If you are a master student, you just write, sorry, if you are a PhD, you can write your PhD here, then your master's. And if you are a master, you just write the master's and your bachelor degree. Okay. I mean, your preceding degree, that's it. And also don't forget to mention the country from which you got your degree. Okay, I think this is very easy. Okay, this is for the cover pages. But again, here, this is the main file. I'm sorry. So this is the main file for master's degree or for PhD dissertation. And again, the difference here will be no department name written on PhD files. Also, this word thesis will be replaced by dissertation. Okay. And the advisory committee here should be listed um, in the PhD. Okay. That's it. I mean, this is the main difference between the two files. Other than that, everything looks the same. Okay. So again, here you need to use the template because this makes your life easier. As you know, there are many specifications for the file to be formatted correctly. The first thing, I mean, the layout should be, or the margins should be 2.3 centimeter from all of the sides, except the bottom side should have 2.5 centimeter. Okay, so basically, if you are using or you are creating a new Word document, you will not follow this layout, and it will be, uh, a very uh, big mistake for you. I mean, just to reformat everything from the beginning, this will make your life harder. Okay, so basically, uh, we strongly recommend to use a template for masters and PhD students. Uh, sorry. Again, here you just write down your thesis or PhD title in upper cases, and you need to delete all of these red words. This is only for your guidance. And again, you just type down your name as it appears on the transcript. Again, remove this red colored comments or the between brackets words. And again, here, this thesis is submitted in partial fulfillment of the requirements for the degree of Master of Medical Science. I mean, this you can find this easily in the official degree titles um, as it appears on the CGS website. Okay. Then you write down your year and month of defense. Okay. You don't need to change anything here except the year. You just write down your year of graduation, for example, 2025, 2026, whatever. So sorry. And you need to remove this, and you just write down a title for the image where you put in the cover page. If you remember in the cover page, I highlighted a point here. As 1 second. Where is the cover page? Here, yeah. So basically, this is the image where you added to the cover page. This image just describes the idea behind your research, and you just need to put a title for this image here in the main file. Okay, so the image will be in the front cover page, and the title will be in the second page of the file. Okay. Then, if you added this photo from a website, you need to write down the reference. And if you just created this photo yourself, you need to write down your name. And please be consistent in writing your name in or in all of the pages of the file or throughout the whole file. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to check the chat box again. Sorry. All right. Okay. Again, whenever you see uh, a year here, you need to update it to the year of graduation. Okay, that's it. For this declaration of original work, you just need to write your title of your thesis or your dissertation in the italic font. I mean, this symbol for the italic, you need to activate this. Um, and the beginning of each word should be capitalized. So if for except for the prepositions like of, and these kind of words, okay, but all other words should be or their first letter should be capitalized. Okay, this is very important. I mean, just to be consistent with all the files published on the UAEU website. After that, you just need to write down your supervisor name and just select whether he's a doctor or full professor. But please don't write both. I mean, doctor and professor. This is not accepted. Only doctor or professor. Okay. And then the college name. Sorry. And that's it. Then you just sign this page and write down the date of your signature. Um, you can use an electronic signature, but it should be clearly visible. Okay. Then this is for the advisory committee. This should be removed if you have no co-advisor. But if you have, you can just fill down this page. And if you have an external supervisor or co-supervisor, you should name his organization. I mean, the university name and the country as well. Don't forget that. Um, okay. Just 1 second. I have an error here. I just need to fix it. I will do that very quickly. I promise. Just 1 second. Just 1 moment. I'm going, yeah, because I need to show you one thing. Yeah, see here, here is page numbers. Okay, so the page numbers are already uh, posted in the template. I can see you. Yeah. Okay. I mean, this template is so old. I think if you downloaded the updated one, you will find all the page numbers have been written in the template, as you can see, like that. Okay. So they should be on the side of the page. I mean, the odd numbers should be on the right side, and the even number should be on the left side, and they should be like on these sides alternatively. I mean, each page should be as opposite to each other. I mean, if you just switch it to side, you can see the two numbers are opposite to each other like that. Okay. So basically, also, but this is it's already applied to the template. I just texted that in my template. I believe I'm using an old one. So don't worry about that if you are using the updated template. Again, for the master or for the PhD, you need to collect the signature of the examination committee, and you can seek some help from your supervisor getting that. Okay. And after that, you just write down the name of your college's dean. I mean, if you are in College of Medicine, you just need to write his or her name, and that's it for this page. Um, CGS will send the whole file to the dean of your college to sign and get the approval for your degree, and then they will send it back to the dean of College of Graduate Studies to get the approval of Dr. Ali Marzouk, Professor Ali Marzouk. Okay. This is for the abstract page. You need just to remove again all of these guides or I'm so sorry. Don't know. Just need to remove these comments here like that, and all of these uh, colored words, okay, these brackets as well, and just write down your abstract like that, okay. And it's not mandatory to justify the text, but it's up to you. I mean, if you want to justify the text, just be consistent in all the pages or throughout the whole file. If you don't want to justify and leave it like a line to the left, it's fine. It's accepted. Okay. For the keywords, again, you need to capitalize the beginning of each word. Not like that, sorry. Like that. And you put a period at the end of the sentence or the words. Okay. The word here should be in bold like that. If it's not, you will receive a comment on that as well. And as you can see, this is the Arabic um, abstract. As you can see, you need to translate the English abstract in a very um, accurate way. I mean, the Arabic translation should be very accurate, corresponding to the English uh, text. Okay, and you need to keep all of these titles. I mean, this title and abstract in Arabic should be kept in the file. This is Arabic translation of the title, and the words here. The translation of abstract should be kept again in this page. If you don't speak Arabic or if you don't know how to write down in Arabic, you can seek some help from your supervisor or some of your colleagues, and you can use actually uh, translation softwares or maybe AI, ChatGPT, all of that is accepted, but you just need to make sure that the translation is accurate, and you need to, if you are not speaking Arabic, just check the Arabic translation with someone who can speak Arabic. Okay. This is the author profile. It's an optional page. If you want to write down some information about you, it's okay. If not, you can just delete this page. For the acknowledgements, you can write whatever you want, but you need to, not to exceed 2 paragraphs or half page. I mean, some students like write the acknowledgement 2 or 3 pages, and this is not accepted. Only 1 page, this is like the maximum. As you can see, the page numbers are changing. Alternatively, the even page number on the left and the odd page numbers on the right, and all the pages before the introduction should be in Romans letters, while in our starting from the introduction, they should be in Arabic numbers. For the dedication, it should be only 1 line, okay? And remove this again comment, okay? So only 1 line is allowed here in the dedication. Again, this is the table of contents. As you can see, I can like guide you how to include or update the table of contents. If you just like, for example, if you don't want to write the author profile and you just remove this page like that. Okay. So now no more author profile, but here in the table of contents, it's still showed up, as you can see. So just right click and select update field, it will be removed. Okay. The table of contents should be updated at the end of the formatting. So basically, any change you do in the file will be applied after updating the table of contents. Okay. Um, this is the list of tables. Again, the list of tables, table of contents, and list of figures, they are already included in the manuscript. Sorry, the template. However, if you want to like update them, or you want to include extra figures or tables, I will show you how to do that. Okay, in a moment. Just after explaining this page, I mean, list of abbreviations should be each letter should be capitalized. I mean, the beginning of each word, and it should be ordered alphabetically. Okay. So before I go through the introduction, I will just show you how to add new figure or table. Let's start with figure, for example. So I think here, this is figure 2. I want to add more figure, or if you just replace this figure with your own figure, and it will still be figure 2. But if you want to include extra figure, you just insert, and you can insert the figure from your device or online, whatever. I will just use any online figure. Okay. Sorry for that. So for example, I will insert this image. Okay. And then I will just go to references. Okay. And I'll select insert caption. Okay. Automatically, the word will suggest the figure number based on the last figure uh, available in the Word file. So the last one was figure 2. So the next figure will be numbered as figure 3 automatically. So once you just insert caption, it will show you the suggestion figure 3. You just need to label it whether it's a figure or a table, okay, because the Word file will not tell the difference unless you select the figure or table, or in Arabic if you are using the Arabic template. But here I will just select figure and I will press OK. So now it's figure 3, and I will just put a title like that. For example, I'm just going to put a title like that, but just let me, like, I will just write down any title, um, like that, okay, whatever. If it's a short title, it should be aligned to the center, but if it's a long title like that, split over 2 lines like this, okay, it should be aligned to the left, okay, and um, the line space should be 1.15, not 1.5, okay. Okay, so here, mm, here like that, because I just wrote all these in one word, so and it should, okay, see like that, okay. So this is the figure 3. If I go up to the list of figures, I can see only there was figure 3 already. So now, because I put it after figure 2, it named the number came as figure as 3. But once I update this like that, I update entire table, I can see now the correct order of the figures. Figure 1, figure 2, figure 3, the one that I have inserted earlier, and figure 3 became, this has been updated automatically. Okay, so it's now, I think, easy for everyone to add extra figures. But again, you need to pay attention to one thing. Actually, just one second here. Okay, so basically, the writing or the text should not be so close to the page number. Okay, so basically, if the title of the figure or the caption is so long like that, I just draw a line here beside number 14 on the ruler here, as you can see. So actually, the text should not exceed this number, or should not pass the line. Okay, so basically, I will just split the line or the title over 2 lines, and I can do that by pressing on Shift plus Enter like this. And I need just to align the first word of the second line to be under the first word of the first line, not the figure, okay, like this. So this is the first word in the second line should be aligned under the first word of the first line, okay. Why I've done this? Because actually I need to give a space between the end of the line and the page number. So basically, I cannot write anything close to the page number. This is according to the CGS again guidelines. So this one is like, it's incorrect. So I should split it as I have done previously. So I can press on Shift plus Enter to shift the last word to next line. And after that, I can copy the format and paste it like this. It will shift the first word so that it can be under the first word of the first line. Okay, again, I will do this here like that. Okay. And I will follow the same formatting. So now it looks consistent, okay? And regarding the corresponding image, For this one, there is no issue here because it's already a short title. It's aligned to the center. But for this one, also it's a short one. But for this one, for example, it's a very long title, so it should be split over two lines, and it should be separated by 1.15 line space. Again, here, this image, as you can see, it actually takes the whole space in the page, and this is acceptable, but sometimes, um, one second, just, yeah. Sometimes the figure is so big so that it can exceed the page margins, and it comes out of the page margins like that, okay? And this is not acceptable, like this, okay? If you can see here, this is the outline of the page margins, okay? So this is the end, and this is the beginning of the pages. So anything outside this margin will be cut during the printing process. So if this is a diagram, it will not appear as a complete diagram. It will be cut. All these margins will be cut. So the only option that you can do is to reduce the size of this figure so that it uh, fits the page margins, and you can center that as you can see here. Okay, so basically this is accepted. Okay, you just check on that by selecting the figure and make sure that the margins of the figures are within the page margins, not outside that. Okay, this is for the figures. Let's also um, just we can insert as well a table. Okay, and same idea. The only difference is that the figure caption should be below the figure, but the table title should be above the table. Okay. For example, here, as you can see, I can insert a table title here. As you can see as well, I just insert caption, but this is not figure, it's a table. So I'm just labeling it as table, and it's already giving me the suggestion table 4, as you can see here, because this is table 3. Okay. And again, I will just uh, insert the table title like that. Okay, I'm just editing the table title, and for example, numbers of whatever patients or individuals, like that. Okay, and again, if it's a short title, it should be in the center. And so someone was asking, can you repeat this? Sorry, I was not checking the comments, so please, if you can tell me exactly what should I repeat. The alignment of the table of the figures. You mean the alignment of the table, not the figures. Okay, this is separate. Okay, so let's go back here. Okay, so again, if the table title is short like that, few words only, it should be in the center of the page. But if it's very long title, it's like split over two lines, it should not be in the center, but it should be on the left side and separated by 1.15 line space. Okay, is that clear? I hope this is clear for you. Okay, this is the alignment. Okay, and again, it should not be so close to the previous paragraph. So from layout, I should add some spaces before it, like 24 points is very good. Okay, and again, for the next paragraph as well, should be separated by 24 points like that. Okay, so the table or the figure should be separated by 24 points space before and after the table. Same applies to the figure captions. I mean, for example, for this one, I should add 24 points after. Okay, but there is no text already, so no problem. But if I going to insert some text, then I should see here 24 points space. Okay, and before the figure itself, like that, this figure is like it's already far from the previous text. But if it's so close like that, it's not acceptable. See, it's so close to the previous figure caption or previous paragraph or the previous text. So it's not accepted. So after this caption, I should add 24 point space. And if the figure itself it's not moving, I should drag it down by the mouse like that. Okay. And align to the center. Okay. So that I can like approximately see that there is a space separating the figure from the next or the previous text. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So let's continue. Okay. So I was inserting a table title. So let's go back to the table of contents and update that. Okay. So that we can see the new title for our table. So as you can see now, it's not updated. Only 3 tables are included in the list of tables. So once I just update this field and update entire table, you will see the new title that I have already inserted. And if I again done like this, the writing will be so close to the number or the page number, and this is not accepted. So from number 14 on the ruler, I will split this title. I mean, I'm not going split like haphazard in a haphazard way. I just see the appropriate word from which I could split the table. So for example, if this is separate word, so I will split from here. Okay. Then I will align the second line so that it should become below the first word of the first line. Okay, like that. Just like this. Yeah. Okay. I hope it's clear. Okay. This one as well, like that. I will just copy this format in order not to repeat all of these steps. Okay. So now the first word will be under the first word from the upper line. Okay. So do you have any questions up till now? I think I can stop like for 2 or 3 minutes. We are almost done with the first session. So I can take a few comments or questions. If you don't have any questions, we can proceed. It's fine. Okay. All right. So someone is asking for the style of titles, when we have 5 or 6 levels of title, should we stay consistent with 1.1? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is a great question. Okay. Let's go back to the table of contents. Okay. So I will answer your question. Okay, so in the table of contents, if you can see anything repeated like that, just remove it. Okay, and as you can see, this is the main headings. Okay, the main heading means this one, like the one in the center of the page. Okay, and it's already assigned as heading 1. See, in the text style, it will be assigned in heading as heading 1 in the template. But if it's not, or if you are not using the template and you are using your own file, you just need to follow the appropriate formatting for the heading 1, which is actually it should be bold with font type Times New Roman with text size 15, and it should be aligned to the center. Okay, so all of the headings or of the main headings should be formatted like this. Okay, all right. So basically, heading one should be included in the table of contents, followed by heading two. Heading two means like having two numbers. Okay, so it's subheading. Let's see it in the text. So this is heading one. All of that, it's only for your guidance, so no need for this. Okay. So this is heading one, chapter one, introduction, and this is heading two. So heading one, the main heading. Heading two is a subheading with two numbers. Okay. And again, it's already assigned as heading two in the template. So if you want to create new heading, you just, for example, I'm going here and I want to say that this is um, heading 2. Okay, I name it as heading 2 and I will make it 2 point, oh sorry, 1.2. Okay, so this is the next subheading after this one. Okay, so all I need to do is go to styles and I will just select heading 2, and automatically it will become bold times the New Roman, and the font size will be changed to 13, and it will be aligned to the left. All of that by one click as heading 2. And once I update the table of content, it will appear here like that as heading 2. See? And because we have two headings like 1.2, it's repeated this one, we should correct that. But I was just giving you an example. Okay. So basically, this should be 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, and 1.5. And from that, and from there, we should go 1.5.1 and so on. Okay. So this is heading 1, this is heading 2, this is heading 3. Okay. Okay. This is heading 2. No, sorry. This is heading 2 as well. This is heading 2. This is heading 2. And this is heading 2. From here, this is heading 3. Okay. So this subheading belongs to that subheading. Okay. So from relevant literature, um, we are going to mention some information about cell membrane. Okay. So basically, heading 3 has three numbers, as you can see here. And again, it's already assigned. If I pressed on any word here and I assigned it as heading 3, it will be automatically changed and formatted like this, heading 3. And again, it will be included in the table of contents. However, after heading 3, we don't need to include it in the table of contents. For example, if I'm going to um, like include this not as heading 3, as heading 4, like that, 1.4.1.1. I mean, this one will be under this subheading with 4 numbers, okay? All I need to do is to assign it as normal text, okay? I'm just going to use Times New Roman 13 and italic, same as heading 2, same as heading 3, but without the style name as heading 3. So basically, when I update the table of contents, it will not appear. I mean, it will be removed. Here, if I update this, see, it's not available anymore. 1.4, 1.4 is not available anymore. Why? Because actually I changed that to normal text. Okay, here. So now it becomes as a normal text, just with italic style, but it's not heading 3. So only heading 1, 2, and 3 should be included in the table of contents. Other than this, no need to be included in the table of contents. I hope I hope it's clear. Okay. Okay. So yeah. All right. Thank you. I'm using the template, but the titles numbers are not applied automatically, so I had to make myself and make the numbers part of the heading. The number should be. I think titles only appear until level 3 in the table of contents anyway, from what I saw. Yeah, that's true. Only headings up to level 3 can be included in table of contents. Okay. No more than, no more levels should be included. Okay. But for the, yeah, for this issue with numbering, I don't get it. You can just send me an email or we can arrange a meeting and see the problem. Okay. Do we submit the cover page and the thesis file separately, or we have to combine them in one file? No, you need to submit them separately. And at the end of the review process, you will merge the two files in one PDF file. Then you will submit this as a final thesis. Okay. But at the beginning, you just submit them separately. Okay. All right. So let's go back here. So I think now you understand the headings and the table of content, list of tables, list of figures. Okay. Now the main text, which is, for example, the introduction, or this is the main text. The main text should be normal. I mean, the style is normal, so it won't appear in the table of contents, of course. And the font size should be 13 times New Roman, regular, I mean, not bold, not italic, and aligned to the left or justified. But if you chose to justify the text, please be consistent throughout the whole file. Okay? All right. So regarding the references, basically, you should use a reference software to include the references. And I will talk about um, two softwares available for everyone for free. And but this will be in the next session. So basically, I will not highlight this now. I will talk about them later. Okay. So regarding the references, they should be according to the APA 7th edition or Vancouver IEEE, MLA, Chicago, Vancouver, whatever you want to use, it's accepted as long as you have a reference for that. I mean, reference for your style, and it should be consistent. So basically, you need, if you use, like, if you used APA 7th edition, you need to be consistent. But again, you need to stick to the latest and the most updated version of this style. I mean, if you are using APA, the most updated style is the APA 7th edition up till now. I mean, you don't, I mean, you cannot use the earlier versions, okay, like 6 editions. Um, this is for the references, and you need to actually make sure that all of the references have been cited correctly within the text and available in the list of references at the end of the file here. Okay, you need to check that all the references are available here in the list of references. No missing reference and these issues, you could receive comments on it. Okay. All right. So basically, again, the text should be, it can be, I mean, aligned to the left, justified. We mentioned that already. And it should be error free from like double spaces like that. If I pressed on Control plus F and then I hit the space bar twice, I can see here, like, this is double space. You need to remove the extra spaces and you can check all of these extra spaces like that. Okay. Again, page numbers should be in Arabic numbers, and from introduction, the page number will be changed to Arabic numbers as number one. Okay, and it should be odd number should be on the right, and the even number should be on the left, alternatively. Okay. Um, okay. So now for this, this is again heading two. It should be bold. The text should be error-free, as I mentioned, and the figures should be referred somewhere between the text. I mean, within the text. I mean, if figure one is here, then you need to mention figure one or to refer to figure one anywhere within the text. I mean, if it's not available here, you would receive a comment about that. Okay, so if you just put figure one without referring to it in the text, then there is no figure one, right? You need to refer to it within the text. For the references as well, I just remembered one thing. This and symbol, it's only accepted as long as it lies between two brackets. But if I just wrote the author name, for example, like that, Redman and uh, I don't know, Maple, okay, at the beginning, uh, I'm not allowed to use this symbol, okay? I just need to use the full word of and, okay? Also, this is very important. Okay. All right. So I think the last thing is when you have a table like that. When you have a table at the end of the page and it's not a very long table, you just need to move the whole table to the next page and don't worry about the gap here. But if it's a very long table, so that it's actually exceeded one page, you need to split the table. And by splitting, I mean you just press on the last cell of the table and just go to the table layout and just press on split table. So now this table is split or has been split over two pages. And again, you need to repeat the table title like that. Okay, like this. Okay, you just need table 4, okay, and copy again the table title, okay, like that, with the word continued at the end, okay, like that, okay. So now the table has been split over two pages. This is only accepted if the table is very large table. I mean, it already exceeded one page. But in this case, no need for all of that. You just need to shift the whole table together to the next page. Okay? I hope that's clear as well. Okay? All right. So uh, this is for the table. And yeah, please, when you copy the title, don't copy the caption. I mean, this highlighted number, don't copy it, as you can see, because if you copied this, it will be repeated in the table of or the list of tables. So you just need to include the title of the first part of the table in the list of tables, and no need for repeating the title again. Okay. All right, so I think this is everything for the formatting. If you have any question, again, I'm happy to help. And again, for the references, this is the last part. For the references, you just need to make sure that they are aligned in this format. I mean, the second line should be, uh, shifted a little bit um, away from the beginning or the start of the page. Okay, and the line space should be 1.15 in the references and the long titles. Other than this, you just need to put 1.5. And don't please split two. Don't split um a reference over over two pages like that. If it's a long reference, just shift it to the next page. Okay. And you just need to make sure that all of the details for the reference are already mentioned and cited correctly in the reference. I mean, if it's a book, you need to make sure that the uh, publisher name is available, the year of publication, the author's name, and the name of the article or the text should be, or the title, should be, the title of the book should be as well mentioned. Okay. If you have a list of publication, you should put or add that with the same formatting as the references at the end of the file. And as well, if you have a patent, you should do that or include this at the end after the list of publication. Lastly, the appendix page. If you have some like surveys or um, whatever images and you want to list it as appendix, you just put appendix as the main heading here, remove this section, and then you include the surveys, pictures, or text, whatever you want here. And you just need to follow the same formatting. Okay. I think that's everything for the formatting. Okay. If you have any question again, I'm happy to help. After CJS review, it will. Someone is asking. Actually, it's not a problem. I was just wondering if automatic numbering was. Yeah, automatic numbering is accepted as long as it's like you know what I actually have some bad experience with automatic numbering. I don't prefer this, but as long as you feel that it's okay, there is nothing like nothing wrong with the formatting, it's okay, it's accepted. I mean, no problem. Sometimes when I allow the Word document to include automatic numbering, I can see extra spaces before the number or after the number, and it's not accepted by CGS. So I prefer writing the numbers manually. Okay, this is the only issue. Um, do we submit the cover? Okay. I already answered. After CGS review, it will be sent to examiners? No. Before CGS review, it should be sent to the examiners, and you should collect the signatures of the examiners uh, before or during the review process. If there are papers still under review, can we? And no, only published papers. Only published papers should be or can be included on in your file. Okay. So this is the end of the first presentation. And this is, again, I'm just reminding you of the email, or this is the official email for CGS, on which we receive your files for the review process. Okay. So thank you very much for this presentation. I already finished the first session. We are on time. Um, we can take just 5 minutes break, okay, and we can proceed with the next presentation. Okay, is that okay with you? Yes, thank you very much. You're welcome. Thank you. Okay, so we will start the next presentation within 5 minutes. Uh, Next session will be about referencing softwares, Endnote and Mendeley. Okay, and it's relevant, I mean, to the formatting. Okay, So it will be on the same like Zoom link, everything. I believe you don't need to sign out or anything. You'll just, if you want to take 5 minutes break, and we shall start very soon. Hello. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, doctor. Now we hear you, doctor.
Yeah, okay, sure. Okay, so let's proceed with the next session. Okay. Okay. All right. So our next session will be about how to enhance your research with Endnote online tool and Mendeley reference software. Okay. Again, for the people who joined lately, I'm Yusuf Shalabi from CGS. So basically, what are references? The typical definition for a reference is a detailed description of a source of information cited in your research. And why is that important? Because actually it gives the credit to the original authors. It makes you avoid plagiarism, and it allows others to locate the sources that you used in your research. So basically, this is how a reference looks like. I just brought an image from this website, basically to explain the parts of reference from a book. Okay, so the first thing, this is according to the APA style. Okay, and again, this is a reference for a book. So the first part is actually the author last name followed by the initial or the first initials and the middle initial name. I mean, this J is an abbreviation for example, John or whatever the name is, and followed by the middle name initials. And as you can see, all of these uh, parts are formatted in a specific way that makes it so difficult to write it down manually. For example, if you write this citation manually, you may forget to insert the comma here, this, or you put the publication year within brackets. All of these issues actually matters. So basically, this is how a reference look like for a book citation. If you are like citing a journal or a research article from a journal, you may find sentences. Here, for example, you will uh, see the title of the article followed by the journal name instead of the publisher. Okay, so why citation management matters? As I mentioned, it organizes the references efficiently, uh, accurate and consistent citations. You actually you will, if you are using an automatic referencing tool or software, it helps you to ensure that every reference include all the necessary details like author name, title, publication year, journal name, all of these details. But again, if you are doing that manually, you will find many difficulties, and you may actually forget to include one or more of these important details. And actually, there are different styles for the references. As I mentioned earlier, there is, for example, APA style, and this is the most common style used in referencing. And the most updated style of ABA is the seventh edition. You need actually to pay attention to that. MLA, Chicago, Vancouver, IEEE, all of these styles actually are accepted by CGS. So you can use whatever you want, just agree with your supervisor on which style you are going to follow in your thesis or dissertation. Also, automatic citation and bibliography creation. So basically, if you want to share your bibliography or all of your references with your supervisor or other researchers, you can do that in a moment without any uh, effort and in no time. So let's start with Endnote's online classic tool. Okay. So basically, I will go to uh, here online. So on Google, you just write EndNotes. Okay. It will direct you to this search findings, as you can see. Just go to EndNotes, like this one or that one, whatever you want, login or EndNote like that. It will direct you to this page. Okay. Uh, let's see. You can just log in. Yeah, it can now direct you to this web page. And now you have two options. This option, which is EndNote Online Classic, is free of charges, but that one you should pay for it to get the latest offline EndNote tool. Okay. So we are going to actually use the free version of EndNote, and it's only available online. So actually, you just click on that, and you just sign in, or if you don't have an account, just register and put your email address, your password, then you are ready to go. Once you sign in, it will redirect you to this uh, online interface, as you will see in a moment here. As you can see, I already have an account. So as you can see, this um, interface, as you can see, my references, all of the references that I have included recently are available now online, and I can sign in from any computer with my credential to see and check my references, and I can share them with others. I can include them, cite them in whatever file I want, any time I want. Okay. So basically, this is how it looks like, or this is the main interface of the EndNote. And actually, it belongs to Clarivate or Web of Science. So, okay. So basically, um, let's start with uh, how to find the references or how to import references to the EndNote. As you can see here, this is a quick search, but this only for the references that you have already included in your account. But once you create a new account, you will find nothing here, right? No references will be available on that page. So basically, these are all of the references, and the good thing here, I may say, is that actually it organized these references in different categories. I mean, you can see all the references, but if you are working on different articles or different projects, you can assign some references for that group, for example, and others for other group. For example, I just made a subgroup and I named it Yusuf. I put it one reference here. I can categorize different references in different groups as I prefer. Okay, if I deleted, if I just selected this reference and I deleted that reference, it will go to the trash here. It will be available here uh, for a while. As far as I remember, maybe 30 days or more. Then it will be deleted automatically, and you can just delete them from your account permanently, I mean. But again, if you just like moved it to the trash, you can find it easily here. You can recover it back, you can delete it permanently, whatever you want. Okay, so this is about the references that that are available in your account. So how to import references or how to find references. I will just go to collect. Collect means collecting references from different sources. And from collect tab, you can find three sub tabs here, our subheadings. The first one is online search, and this one is the most useful, I can say, in this, or the most, or the like, it's very easy to use the online search. Basically, you can just select the database from which you want to get your reference. I mean, I believe all of the popular databases are indexed here in this online search in EndNote. Even United Arab Emirates University library, I mean, you can find it here. Let's check United Arab Emirates University. Um, Yeah, here, as you can see, United Arab Emirates University library. If you want some references from the library available in the UAE, from different universities all around the world, and the most popular one, of course, is PubMed. So let's go to PubMed, for example. PubMed, yeah. So this PubMed, or National Library of Medicine, we just press on connect. Then now we are now searching the PubMed. Actually, it's like the most popular database for references available online. As you can see, if I just uh, I can search by keywords, like for example, if I'm working on animals, rats or mice, or rats and mice, for example, and I can specify if I'm going to search with these keywords in any field, or as author name, as like if I pressed or search it with like publication year, or PubMed ID, as you can see here, PubMed, because some of the references, I mean, on the PubMed, all of the references have PubMed ID. Sorry. If I just search it with heart rate, for example, it will pop up with many references. If I'm interested in that one, I can get this ID, as you can see, just copy it and go back to EndNote and just paste it and select PubMed ID. Then I press on search. It will retrieve this reference for me. For example, if I press retrieve now, yeah, see, this is heart rate, the one that I uh, copied the ID from PubMed. So now it's available in my references. I can assign it to uh, a group. For example, I can create new group. I will just select this reference. I will add to new group, and I can name it, for example, rats. references. Then I press OK. Okay, so now I can see here Rat's references. Now the reference went to my or have been included in my library under the category Rat's reference, as you can see. And it's also available if I pressed on all of my references. I can see it here somewhere where, yeah, next page, I believe. I missed, yeah, heart rate here. See? So now it's available in my library. And if I want to collect more references with different style, for example, again, PubMed, and I can just type down any keywords I would like to search about, like rats and mice. If I left them like that, it will come up with all the references, including the word rats and mice. Then I press search. It finds around 19,000 or maybe more than this all of references. I can narrow down the references to only, for example, 20 references. Then I just press on retrieve. It will come up with all of these reference 20 only out of 19,000 or something like that. Then I can read or just check the ones that I'm interested in. Then I press on it. Then I add it to my group easily, and then I can find it in my library. Okay, this is the first way of importing references to my library. Okay, now I will just going back. I don't need to include any of these. Then I just go back. The next option actually is new reference. As you can see here, new reference. Uh, this is like if you don't have access to the reference online, then you need to type down all of these details manually. I don't recommend this, but it's an option available on EndNote. I mean, if you know that the reference, for example, if you have a hard copy of your colleague thesis or dissertation, but it's not available online, and you want to cite this thesis or dissertation, but it's not available now online, so you just need to know the author name from the cover page. You just write, for example, Ahmed. Anyone like Yusuf, like that. Then all of the author name as the way that you are, or the way they have mentioned author names on the file or the dissertation. So once you fill down all with all of these details, the title year, the publisher name, the number of pages or the pages that you will cite, the number of pages or the page range that you will cite the information from. And if you have an attachment, you can upload that here. Then you just press on save. Then it will be, you just need to select whether it's a book or a journal, whatever, report, a web page, whatever the source of the reference. Then you just save it, and it will automatically be added to your library. Okay, I don't recommend this way that much because you might again forget to write down the details or specific detail in the appropriate way. Okay, but again, if you are confident, you can do that. The last import method, importing method for the references. So sorry. Um, You just, if you have a file like available file like the reference in on the desktop, and you just want to upload that, you just upload it as you see, like as from Web of Science, whatever the source of the file is, PubMed. You just download the PDF file. I mean, like if I choose, for example, this, no, for example, this one, and I can select PubMed. I downloaded this from PubMed, for example. Yeah, here, and I want it to be assigned to my category called user, for example. Then actually, EndNote will open up the file and extract the information about the citation. I mean, the author names, the year of publication, all of that. Okay, because maybe I chose a wrong file, but if you have a correct file, it will extract these for you. Okay, so these are the three ways of importing references, um, like that. Let's try another. Okay.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Doctor, can you share with us this record after you finish for this
Yes,
end note?
yes, yes, yes. Sure, sure.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay.
You're okay. So as I mentioned, if you have the file already with all of the citation details, you can just upload it here, and the EndNote will extract the information for you. Then it will add it to your library. Okay. Now I can move to organize tab. This one actually allows you to share some of your collections or references, okay, with other researchers, or maybe your supervisor, or any person who is interested in your reference library. So once you go to organize, you just select for example, this is the reference that uh, I recently added, this one, and I will just press on manage sharing, and I will just start sharing, and I will just adding the email of the person that I want to send this or to share this reference with. Okay. For example, this is okay. So once I fill down the email address of that person, I can attach as a PDF file for this reference to him. Then I will apply and select on apply, then I will close, and it will automatically be shared with that person. And once it's shared, it will assign an icon like this person, or this icon, as you can see. It means that this category, or this subgroup, has been shared with someone. So once you go to my references here, you will see this one. So any reference has been added to this collection, it will be shared with the person that you have assigned the email with. Okay. If you want to stop sharing the reference, you just go here and just untick this box, and that's it. The now it's not shared anymore. Okay. So this is how you can share the references with somebody. And for others group, these are others, like if someone, or maybe your supervisor or other researchers, they just shared some references with you, you will find them here in this, under this tab. Okay. Another thing you can see, if you have references, maybe this list can extend to be over 100 or 200 references. references, and maybe you can by mistake included the same reference twice. So if you want to find the duplicated references, just go to find duplicate references. As you can see here now, it like um, showed to you the duplicated references. As you can see, this reference has been included twice, and the only difference between these two reference is that this one has an attachment, but that one has no attachment, as you can see, or as indicated by this blue color. If you want to see this attachment, and you can download it on your desktop, for example. So this means you can delete one of them. If you want to keep both of them, it's up to you. But I mean, um, no need to keep duplicated references. Again, manage attachment. If you have an attachment for a specific reference, you can upload it and attach it to that reference so that once you share it with someone, he can find the full text of that reference. This is for the Organize tab. And this is now for the Format tab. This is actually where you can export your bibliography. I mean, you can just export, for example, a specific group or all of the references available in your library. Then, for example, I can extract this reference and I want it in APA 7th edition, the most updated style of APA. So sorry. Yeah, this one. No, this one. APA 7th edition. And I can export it as text file or RTF or rich text file. This one it will export the reference in a text form. Like if you want it for a poster or maybe publication, not a publication, maybe for a presentation, for a conference, something like that, and you want it as a text file. So once I press on that, and then I can save it or email it or print it, whatever I want to do with. Then if I pressed on that, I can see it as you can see here. This is the details of my reference. I can copy it and paste it in my presentation or my poster, whatever I. Okay. Um, so I can export it as a text, as I mentioned, or RTF. RTF file. This means this file can be imported to other softwares. Okay, like Mendeley or Zotero or other softwares. Okay, this is if you want to extract the whole bibliography. Then we may go to this option, and it's very important. This called Cite While You Write. This is a plugin tool which actually will be added to your Word file. I mean, you just need to download. If you are using Windows, you just download it and install it. Then you can just open a Word file. Okay. Once you open the Word document, you will see the EndNote tab available here. One second, just updating. Yeah. See this EndNote tab available. And okay, let's go back. Yeah. Once you download this, you will see this EndNote and with this tab. If you don't see this tab after downloading the Cite While You Write plugin, you just press on File and Options. Then you just press on Add Then, like this one, and press on EndNote Cite While You Write. And from Manage, select Com Add Then and press Go. And just make sure that this box has been ticked. Okay. Once you tick this box, if it's not already ticked, you press OK, and then it will come up with this tab, and it will appear once you restart your Word document. Okay? And that's it. Once you get this icon or this tab, you are ready to use, you are ready to go. I mean, you are ready to use the EndNote with your Word file. So now, if I want to just insert the citation from my online library, for example, I would say researchers have conducted few experiments about something, okay? And I want to insert my citation here. So basically, I will just go to or press on insert citation, and I just can type down the year, maybe 2024. So now all of the references that have been listed in my online library under the year 2024, it appears here. So for example, I'm already interested, or I want to insert this citation. So I will just press on insert. That's it. Now it will insert the citation, and the style, it's APA 7th edition. Okay, and it actually has inserted the bibliography. So basically I can now just shift that downward a little bit, and I um, highlight this as heading 1. Okay. Okay. Just show you that the reference is available now. See? And this is the reference, and this is the bibliography. It's already formatted. All the details have been inserted correctly. And if I want just to check, like if I already inserted many uh, references here or many citations, and I want to check whether they have been all of them included or not, I will just go and highlight them. If I can see this dark color, this means they are already included in the reference list. If I can see no dark color, this means it's not included and I need to cite it again. Okay. So basically, if I want to change the style even for this references, if I switched from APA to IEEE, for example, in one moment, just one moment, it will switch the style to IEEE. Here, everything has been updated automatically. Okay, if I want to stop this update, I will just uh, go, just let's, yeah, check one thing. Okay. So basically, if I want to change this into normal text, I can just go to convert this citation, and I can convert it to plain text like that. The Word document just asking me if I'm sure that I'm going to convert it into normal text. I can say continue, or I can just save it, then I can continue, whatever. So now it became as normal text. It's no more highlight, no more highlights anymore, right? You can see here. Uh, yeah. So that's everything. If I want to, okay, okay. So if I want now to insert another citation, I will go to insert citation. For example, this one, I will insert it here. No, sorry. let me, yeah, okay. Ah, okay. So if I just inserted the next citation that I want like this, okay. Now it has been inserted, but it's not updated. So I just need to update the citation. Yeah. Just to organize the citation properly. And as you can see here, it has been ordered alphabetically, C before S, as long as they are both published in the same within the same year. And it's the second citation has been inserted correctly. Okay. So this is how you actually insert. If I just finished that and you wanted to insert another citation from different year, for example, yeah, this one, I will just insert it here. See, it has been already inserted, okay? And all of them are according to APA. I can change the uh, style very easily, okay? All right, so now this is how you actually manage your references using EndNote. And basically, EndNote, as I mentioned, it has two options. Okay, this is uh, online option. There is another option which is offline, and you can download it. As I mentioned, you can download this one, but you can try it for 30 days, and you can decide later whether you want to keep it or not. But you need to pay for that. But you can actually, if you decided to get the paid version, you can work on both. I mean, you will download the EndNote, the offline version, and you just go here to the preferences application. And from the application, you can choose whether you want to work with the EndNote online or the offline version. If I selected the offline version, then once I go to EndNote here like that, see, it will open up the offline library. Okay, I have the offline version. So now it opened up the offline library, and I can just now, for example, write these words and I want to cite this, for example, citation. I will just press on this, insert citation. So now it has been added to my list, and now I have this citation from my offline library. But no worries about the online and the offline, because actually, if you want to synchronize both, you can just press on this synchronize library, and all of the references that have been included in your online library will be copied to the offline EndNote, so that you can work uh, offline in a very smooth way. Okay, so this is basically how you can um, work with both versions of EndNote. And again, you can change the style as you prefer. And again, if you don't want this instant formatting, you just can turn it off from here. And once you insert the new citation, it will not be updated automatically, but I prefer to keep it on. Okay. So basically, this is how you work with EndNote. It's very easy, I mean. And if you, as I mentioned, if you want to export the bibliography or export a specific reference here, it's a very uh, handy tool. Okay. So any questions up till now? How to create new group? Okay, it's very easy. Just it's like multiple ways you can do that. Um, from once you find your um, reference that you are interested in, for example, this button, where is button? Um, yeah, for that, for example, if I am interested, for example, for on that reference, I'm interested in this reference, because I need to specify PubMed ID. Yeah, and then I retrieve it. So once I select that, I can add it to the group. I can create new group from here. Okay, I will just press on that and I name it medicinal plants. Okay, then I press OK. Once I pressed OK, then I can find it here. Medicinal plants with the reference added to it. Okay. Okay, anytime I want to import new reference, I can, um, for example, this library. I'm just selecting random things. I mean, it's like this library has 482 references about rats. So I just select and add to a new group or the already named group. I can create group every time I find new reference. Okay. Okay. Any more questions? Is that clear? Okay. Uh, so now I would show you another handy tool available in EndNote, which is called Match. This Match actually, it's a very handy tool. Once you press on Match, it will take you to this web page, and you just can select match manuscripts. Once you select this option, it enables you to write down the title of your manuscript, for example, rats, and you can include the abstract of your manuscript, and then just press on Find Journals. It will suggest some journals that are interested in your manuscript, where you can actually send your manuscript and publish with them. So, for example, I just typed random words and it came up with some good suggestions. This journal, this chemical, physical letters, material letters, applied anything. Okay, so all of these suggestions came up with match score, and the higher the better, of course. And it helps you to find the appropriate journal for your manuscript to publish. Okay. Also, this tool available for EndNote users. Okay. So I think that's it for the EndNote. Okay, and for that download, this you can download site while you write, plugin option, as I mentioned earlier. And for these options, you can change your password, email, preferences, languages, general settings, I mean. And that's it. Any questions about EndNote? Okay. So basically, I can shift to Mendeley. Okay. So Mendeley, okay. We will just go to our presentation here. Okay. This is how you actually download the site while you write in EndNote. So now we will go through Mendeley. So once you uh, type on Google Mendeley, you just come up with this search and you press on download Mendeley. It's free as well for all the users. You just need to download for Windows or Mac if you are using Mac. You just download that, and once you download it on the desktop, you just install it. Okay. Someone was asking from where we can get the list of match manuscript. Yeah, from EndNote. It's called match here. Okay, and you just select match manuscript matcher. You just type your title and the abstract, and then it will come with some good suggestions for your manuscript. Okay, so let's get back to Mendeley. Once you download this Mendeley, you will find this icon like that one here, Mendeley reference manager. Then you open it up. Okay, and sometimes it asks you to just log in with your credential. You just create an account or register with your email address and password. Then you can start adding the references to the offline version of Mendeley. This is offline. It doesn't need network. Okay, so this is the interface of Mendeley. By the way, you can just as you can see, this is looks similar to the EndNote with some extra options. Like these are the recently added references. If you added few references like minutes ago or 1 hour ago or something, you can see them here. This is the references that you have recently read. This is your favorite references. You can assign some of these references. If I assign this, you can find it here as a start reference. My publication, I mean categories. You can categorize them. Again, this is a collection as you have seen in the end note. This is you can just new collection, I mean new group or new topic, for example, plants or economics, any field you are working with, and you can add new references related to this field here so that you can organize your references easily. Okay, again, this is groups. You can share the groups with your lab members or your supervisor, whatever you want. Okay, so how to add, and this is the duplicated references. This is the trash, that the references that you have deleted in or from your library. And if you want to add references, you just press on add new references. As you can see here, there are multiple selections. You can import files from computer. As you can see here, you can open up, for example, this reference. Let's see. I'm uploading this reference to my library. It's called Merucine. And as you can see, one file uploaded, one reference has been generated. I just gave them the PDF file, and it actually extracted the whole citation information from that PDF. Okay. So basically, let's see the name of it just to check. Ceramide as mediator. Okay. So basically, yeah, this one, the first one here. See, so I just uploaded the PDF file, and as you can see here, I uploaded this file to Mendeley, and now it's available as a reference. I can use now this reference in any style I want. Okay, and it has extracted the title correctly, the year of publication, the author names, even the journal name. All of that has been extracted correctly. Okay, so this is the first option. The second option is to import folders. If you have multiple PDF files, so you can just upload the whole folder and it will list all of them in 1 minute or so. Um, or you can import from other libraries, like from EndNote, for example. If I want here, as I mentioned earlier, I saved some files from the online library here. I want to shift from EndNote to Mendeley. So basically, I came to my references here, and I pressed on that, or I selected that from format bibliography. Yeah. Then I can select a specific reference, a specific group, or all of my references, and I extract them in whatever the style I want, maybe RIS or XML, any style I want. I mean, for example, IEEE. Let's okay, yeah, that one, and the file format here. I would select that, then I export it, then I will download it on the desktop. From here, I would import as EndNote, for example, from here, and I search. Oh, I really don't have it. Okay, just one second. I just don't want to waste your time about this, but let's try it. So I save it. Okay, desktop. Okay. TF. No, it's not like that. Let me just check one thing. Yeah, export references. Okay. Okay. I'm just looking for maybe this one. I believe it's called, because each software reads a specific extension. So that's why I'm trying different extensions just to see which one can be read by Mendeley. So maybe this one. Yeah, as you can see. So this is the one that I have exported from EndNote. So once I open it, it will be added to my list here. Okay. I will check on that later, but I mean, for now, if I want to, for example, let me guide you through this. If I went to Google Scholar and I went like I wanted to cite any article here, okay, from Google Scholar, you can see, yeah. So for example, this one I'm interested in, I'll just press on site, okay, and I will press or download it as refman, okay, this one, and I will save it on the desktop here. Okay, it's called Schooler. Okay, then I go to Mendeley and I add it, import from computer, and oh, it's not reading. Just uh, maybe this one. Yeah, this one here, the one that I have downloaded from Google Scholar. Then once I open it up, yeah, it has been cited. This one, red navigation guided by remote control. See, same reference here, red navigation guided by remote control. So this is how I can cite some references from Google Scholar. Okay. or from PubMed as well. I can go here, for example, and I get this PubMed ID. Then I can add to Mendeley. Okay. Uh, yeah, I press on that. Then I type down the ID from PubMed. Then I press on Add Entry. I need to look up for this article first until yeah, it's now available. So I just add entry. So now, as you can see, heart rate variability has been added to my library from PubMed. And this is basically how you import references in EndNote. Okay, so as I mentioned, just to summarize, import from computers, this is like PDFs, or import from library, like if you downloaded that from Google Scholar or from EndNote, or you can add references manually if you have the PubMed ID or the DOI of the journal. You just paste them here and press on look up metadata. Then you can add them easily. Or you can add them manually, as I showed you earlier in the EndNote, but again, this is not recommended. You can add the title, the author names, the journal name, and so on. Then you press add entry, it will be converted in citation style. So this is how we import references in Mendeley. So now how can we uh, insert them in a Word file? Basically, you need to download this from tools here. You need to install Mendeley web importer and install Mendeley site for Microsoft Word. Once you press on that, it will direct you to this plugin, and it's free of charge. And once you press on or select get it now, it will navigate you to the Word document, as you can see here, for example, here. But it will showed up in the reference under the reference tab, as you can see here. Okay, so now Mendeley, this icon will show will be or will appear once you download it from the Mendeley software from this tab, Tools, Install Mendeley Site for Microsoft Word. I also recommend to install Mendeley Web Importer, and I will tell you why this is important. But first, let's go through this tool. Okay, once you download that in the Word file, it will appear here, as I mentioned. And now, once I want to cite some references from my library, I just press on that. Okay, and uh, it just asking me to sign in with my credential. Again, if I don't have an account, you can just um, register, or you can create new account, I mean. Just one moment. Signing in. Yeah. So now I synchronized my library. So now you can see here all of my references available here in the software are now available in the Word document. So whatever the reference I want, I can select and I press on insert citation. As you can see, it has inserted the citation, and but now it's not the bibliography is not inserted yet. So all I need is to go to citation settings, and I press on insert citation. This is yeah, this one, yeah, insert bibliography. See, now the bibliography has been inserted. Okay, I think something is wrong. Let me open a new Word document just to uh, make it more clear for you. So for example, this is my text and I want to cite this one. I will insert citation and then I go to insert bibliography, as you can see. Yeah, as you can see now, it's clear, right? So this is my citation. All of that has been inserted according to APA style. Okay, you can change the APA style from here. You can select IEEE. So now it has been updated, right? And so on. You see. Also, you can change the citation language. You can manage how many references you want to cite, like that one. And you just press on these three dots and insert bibliography, and then the reference has been uh, changed. If I want to insert another one, I can go like references like this, and I press that. Now it has been added, and so on. Okay. So basically, this is how you can use Mendeley. So, any questions? I think we are a little bit late, but now we have covered everything.
Doctor, we need the link for this record, please. Can you share it with us by email for
Could
the
you please
second
just
session?
send me an email? I will reply to you with the. Unfortunately, it's only one link available for both sessions because we have not
Yeah, I think
signed out. Okay, so just send me an email. I will reply to you with a link for that
yeah, I think all of us
recorded
we
session.
need this link, Doctor.
But I cannot know the emails for all of you, so I will just
Yeah,
type down my email, and
that's good.
you can, yeah, you can just send me an email, and I will reply to you with this. Okay.
Thank you
Any
very much.
questions? Thank you. I hope it's clear for you. I hope you have learned something new today. I know it's a very long workshop, but uh, I hope it's informative. I mean, all right. So if you have any question, you can ask me now, or you can send me an email. I would happy to help. If you don't have any question, then I may close the session. Thank you very much.